Please be aware, in this podcast series we talk about all areas of safeguarding, which some people may find upsetting. So please make sure you're okay listening to today's topic. Be mindful of those around you, such as children, that you might not want to listen in. Hi, I'm SSS Safeguarding Director Sam Preston.
And I'm former head teacher and content author Sara Spinks.
So welcome back, and today we're diving into a really important conversation, shaping our digital landscape and looking at how it affects safeguarding. So we're delving into a topic that's really been making the headlines recently, cyber flashing. So the 13th of February this year marked a significant moment in England and Wales with the first ever conviction for cyber flashing.
That's right, Sam. Nicholas Hawkes, a registered sex offender, was convicted under the new legislation introduced by the Online Safety Act 2023. He sent unsolicited explicit images to a 15-year-old girl and a woman.
Yeah, and it's truly disturbing, Sarah, because what is really alarming, I think, is that, despite being a registered sex offender, Hawkes didn't receive any treatment and intervention. He was left to continue his predatory behaviour.
Exactly, Sam. It's a stark reminder of the importance of addressing such crimes swiftly and effectively. Now, Detective Chief Inspector James Gray of Essex Police rightly emphasised that online offenders, they just can't evade justice.
Yeah, and it's not just, law enforcement. I mean, the Deputy Chief Prosecutor, she highlighted the significance of the new legislation, that provides prosecutors with just another tool to tackle digital offences.
Absolutely. The law is evolving to keep up with digital advancements, but as Professor Claire McGinn noted, there are still loopholes, particularly in proving intent to cause distress.
Yeah, and that's a really valid concern, Sarah, isn't it? Because, intent can be challenging to establish, and, especially in cases where offenders claim their actions, were harmless banter.
Exactly. But, as actor and campaigner Emily Atack, shared from her own experience, cyber flashing isn't harmless. It's invasive and it can have really long-term lasting effects on victims' mental health.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Emily's bravery in speaking out, that sheds light just on the magnitude of this issue. It's not just about receiving unsolicited images. It's about the emotional toll, that toll that it takes.
Absolutely, Sam. And the statistics speaks volumes. Nearly half of young women have received unsolicited sexual photos. And the problem is even more prevalent amongst teenagers. It's really out there.
Yeah, it's a sobering reality, isn't it? But, understanding the law is crucial. Cyber flashing is now a punishable offence under the Sexual Offences Act 2003, I think it is, with potential imprisonment for up to 2 years.
And it's not just about punishment, it's about prevention too. Adjusting privacy settings on our devices, and educating ourselves and others can really help mitigate the risk of cyber flashing.
Yeah, absolutely. And schools obviously play a vital role in safeguarding students, and it's about educating them about digital consent and providing mechanisms for reporting incidents.
Yeah, it's about creating, that safe and respectful online environment, Sam. It starts with each of us taking responsibility and standing up against cyber flashing. Cyber flashing is a safeguarding issue, and there are steps that schools can take as part of their remit, such as educating pupils about the harm caused by cyber flashing. Raising awareness helps young people understand, that the consequences that are out there and encourages responsible behaviour. I think schools having clear policies in place, regarding cyber flashing, these policies can outline what constitutes inappropriate behaviour and the consequences for offenders. Encouraging pupils to report incidents promptly and provide safe and confidential reporting mechanisms for victims. Ensuring that pupils and parents know that cyber flashing on public transport can be reported to the British Transport Police under the category of obscene and offensive behaviour. And there's actually a phone number. They can phone 101, or you can actually text 61016 for the British Transport Police. And also ensuring that parents know they can inform the school if they think or know an incident has occurred.
Yeah, and I think that's really important as well, because I think often parents think if something has, happened outside the school setting, they don't, it's not the immediate thing you think of, isn't it? That you actually have access to some support within the school setting, and they can do that. It's really, this is something that is happening, and we've got to think about how we're going to create safe and respectful online environments. That's crucial. But schools can play a really pivotal role in both educating the pupils about appropriate digital behaviour, and that I think is huge, but also about providing mechanisms of support. And, it's so important to stay informed and stay vigilant. It'll be interesting. I think this is a topic we're probably going to come back to.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right, Sam. And I think, now the first conviction's been, there's a precedent set now, isn't there? And I think it'll become much more widespread that it's absolutely an illegal activity.
Yeah.